Hello and welcome to the first episode of the Kitchen Table Startup Show. In this episode, we're going to learn who the hell I am and why. Hello, my name is Jason Peck, and before you think, who the hell is this guy? I've never fucking heard of him. Really what this vlog is all about is me documenting launching my own business. My wife is from the US, I'm an expat here, and we had our first son. We are utterly delighted, got a first son, here we go. One of the things that one of the nurses said to us before we left was that your life is now on hold for the next 18 years. And we went, oh, shit, what the fuck? We weren't really expecting that, but it sort of makes sense, So about a year later, we decided to make a feature film. I had this script that I've been working on and off for a few years. We decided we'd just done a play. One of our friends who was in the play, Robert, he had done some low-budget filmmaking, and he asked to read the screenplay. He read it and went, "Oh, you should totally do this. It'd be really easy to shoot." And we went, "Haha, sure." And we pulled in a lot of favors through friends of friends. We got a crew assembled, and we used some actor friends that we know and others that we auditioned, and we pulled it off. We raised enough money through crowdfunding to get the film in the can. Unfortunately, though, crowdfunding being how it is, sometimes you end up tapping out your immediate circle of influences, and as a result of that, I think people are sort of fed up. You can end up going to the same people cap in hand, right? With your theatre or your film project or other sort of artistic project, you're trying to put something on and you go to your friends, and then your friends are similarly inclined. They're also artistic types and they're coming to you. So it's like the same $5 going around in a fucking circle, really. And so what you need to try to do, I think, what I'm going to hopefully try to do is try to break out of that circle and reach other people. But for this feature, we weren't able to achieve that. So the feature as it stands has been in limbo ever since we ran out of money and everything, and ran out of enough money, I should say, to finish it. We raised a little bit more money, but for people to be able to edit the sound, which is a really dull job, I've been told, edit the sound, do FX and all that, in ADR and all that sort of stuff. I've been told that it's a really labour-intensive job, it's really boring, and so you can't really bootstrap that. I mean, you either have those skills yourself and you can do that yourself, or if you don't, like I don't, you have to try and get people to do that. And unfortunately, the little money that we had, people weren't willing to do it for that amount of money. So everything sort of ran aground. In the meantime, I decided to try to figure out, we had another kid in 2015. We also have a cat, so you could probably hear her running around going crazy like a mad thing in the background. She's just eaten her late night dinner, so she's delighted now. So we have 2 kids and a cat, and we wanted to try to figure out what we were going to do next. Melissa didn't want to finish working, and I was fine with that, and then I ended up becoming a full-time stay-at-home dad. And I really wanted to, first of all, try to get this feature film finished, but also because my passion is in creative work, performance, filmmaking, I wanted to try to find a way to use those skills to make some money. So I decided to go into the untapped market of video production. I know, there are a lot of video marketing companies and video production companies out there, but it's something that I'm really interested in, something I'm really passionate about. So it's something that I wanted to try to pursue and try to figure out, elbow my way in and try to figure out what my little niche is, or niche, if you're that way inclined, if that's how you pronounce it. Wanted to try to find what my niche is in that arena. So that's what I've been doing. I've been working on that for the last year or so, on and off. I put a business plan together, got the financials together, that sort of thing, business cards. I was lucky enough through my local college here that I don't go to, but they do have a small business program, and you could connect with a mentor for free, which is fucking amazing. So I connected with a guy called Eddie around about July or so 2017. We've been, first of all, we were meeting face to face every couple of weeks, every 2-3 weeks. And since around February or so this year, we've been Skyping every 2 weeks, and I've been trying to push things forward as much as I can in the interim. Every 2 weeks, I know I've got to try and push the launch of my business forward as much as I can. What I mean by pushing it forward is by getting to that launch as much as I can. So what I decided to do, I saw some Gary Vaynerchuk videos, because a lot of people are inspired by that guy. A lot of people have read his blogs and his podcasts and his books. I read one of his books, Crush It, a few years ago. Couldn't quite figure out how I wanted to make that work for me. And then time travels by. He keeps doing what he's doing. He's done another few books, and I sort of reconnected with his material recently. And I was looking at one of his most recent book, Crushing It, which I think is a follow-up to Crush It. And what he was talking about is documenting. I think he said he really wished he documented his experience with growing Wine Library TV back in 2006, I think it was, whenever it started. And I thought that would be an interesting process for me to go through, to document where I'm at and how I move forward in trying to launch my business. I mean, apart from anything else, it's going to be useful for me to look back on this, and hopefully I'll be able to launch the business and make a relative success out of it. I don't know. So many businesses, small businesses, fail in, their first 3 years, first 5 years, whatever those statistics are. 97% of businesses fail in the however many years it is. I want to try to figure out how to navigate that, how to not be in that percentage, how to be in the small percentage of businesses that launch and then succeed and then keep succeeding. But yep, that's it. I just wanted to do this first vlog just to kick things off with the documentation of me launching my business, which is Henniker Road Media. Thanks very much indeed for watching this episode. I'm going to try to put up a new episode once a week, so please remember to subscribe. And once again, thanks very much indeed for watching.